MotorWeek is made possible by Tire Rack.
It only takes 2 words to get me excited: road trip. So when the folks at Chevrolet invited me to take part in their fine new roads adventure in the 2016 Camaro, I jumped. No, leaped. No, pounced at the chance. The task was simple: get to Philadelphia, pick up a brand spanking new Camaro, and drive it to Raleigh, North Carolina. What happens in between is up to the driver. This driver chose to bring it back to our home base in Owings Mills, Maryland, for some old-fashioned MotorWeek road testing. You may have seen our coverage from the Camaro 6 reveal back in June, but let's look at a few deets on this production version. I drew a red 2LT V6 manual at random. Yeah, I would have preferred an SS, but a little birdie tells me we'll have one at our favorite road course in January. The new 3.6-liter V6 puts out 335 horsepower and 284 pound-feet of torque, the highest output of any non-force-fed V6 in the segment. It also includes direct injection and active fuel management to help boost those all-important efficiency numbers. The manual transmission attached to my V6, as well as the new 2-liter turbo, is a Tremec TR3160, as opposed to the solid TR6060, which mates to the LT1 V8 only. A new 8-speed automatic is available for all 3 engines. Jumping inside, the interior takes a huge leap forward in both functionality and design, with modernized gauges, tons of ambient lighting, and a new drive mode selector. For the V6, those modes include Touring, Sport, and Snow. SS's get an additional track mode. The exterior also sees changes. Subtle as they may be, they do lead to less drag. Combine that with an overall weight loss of 200 pounds or more, depending on the model, and you have a much more efficient Camaro. So how did it handle the mid-Atlantic journey? One of the best things about driving the new Camaro from Philadelphia to Raleigh is that I get to spend a ton of time in one car, which is something that I don't normally get to do. I also get to spend time in pretty much every driving scenario, like the rain, highway, back roads, pretty much everything. And what I've learned is that this car is very good in pretty much every situation. Specifically on the back roads, the chassis is pretty phenomenal. It sounds great, especially up at the higher end of the tack, and it's got plenty of power. Now, I haven't driven a V8 at all yet, which I'm kind of bummed about, but say you're in the market for a Camaro and you're in between a V6 and a V8. If you're strapped for cash and you're not really in need of all that horsepower, I'd say just drive the V6 and don't even worry about the V8, because chances are you're going to be extremely happy with this engine. We'll have more on this 2016 Camaro soon on MotorWeek.